Quick.
Yeah, you guys touch for reverse, no short trips today?
That was off the top. I didn't plan that, by the way. So don't just think I just be having. Like I'm just a jokester. So no, I'm not a jokester. That was off the top. But whatever.
James. You had 14 in that first quarter for you guys.
Should have had 18, but whatever.
That's another story. Just what is him aggressively setting the tone for you guys like that?
Like,
how did that?
Again, you know, I mean, I keep reiterating it. Like today, we worked on it. You know, what I mean, we worked on our pick and rolls, and it translates to the game. So, like, you can't expect to be great at something if you don't work on it. And he's never, from what I've seen, he's never had that. You know, somebody that works on him that wants to see him get easy points and do things, and that gives the guy confidence. So defensively, he's more active. He's doing things that he might not have done before. So just to see him get off to a good start, scoring the basketball, it's good for our team.
You guys had to continue to adjust to the game. Obviously, those points inside, you guys got them, but in different ways as the game went along. How did the team kind of adjust to what Portland was doing?
We just take what the defense gives us, and they did a really good job. They mixed up their coverages. They were switching. They were in the drop. So we just had to figure out what kind of defense they were in and then attack, and then either be aggressive and score, or I think we made some really good passes. I think we had 20 assists in that first half. So the more we can just kind of share the basketball and generate really good shots, possession by possession, we'll live with the results.
James, what are you learning about Kawhi? He has 75 points in the last 2 games, but just learning about like how he gets his shots, the rhythm he gets in. What have you learned about him?
You put the work in. Like I'm down there working, on my game and pick and rolls and things like that. He's down on the other end, working on his spot. So in the game, I don't think it's the defense. I think it's whether he misses or makes a shot. You know what I mean? It has something to do with the defense. So that's just effort and the effort and the work that he puts in on a day-to-day basis, and it just translates into the game. And so, just seeing it up close and personal, it's it's really good for me.
We've talked to you about your defense being overlooked. Obviously, it's a big play you made defensively there at the end. Do you think plays like that help people stop overlooking your defense, or do you think at this point?
I'm not here to try to prove anything to anybody but people in his locker room and trying to reach the ultimate goal. So I'm way far beyond the stage of trying to prove to people how good of a basketball player I am. So, yeah.
What's your level of comfort now on this team?
Very, very comfortable.
You got your first dunk finally. I was asking for it.
Still got a little bounce.
A little bit. Like it felt like a lot because I was a third.
So chill.
I mean, for you, like, what's it like to be able to still
I can dunk,
drive and get that finish?
Let's get this clear. I can still dunk. I just got other guys that can do it better. Dunk and more athletic. So. But when the opportunity presents itself, I go dunk. You know what I mean? Just try to get to the rim, finish, and as far as the overall game tonight, it wasn't as easy as we would like it to be. But the ultimate goal is to win the game, and we don't have the luxury of just looking past opponents. We got to just take it game by game, possession by possession, and focus on this and get better. So it wasn't the prettiest win for us, but it's a win, and we'll take it.
James, when you joined the team, you mentioned that you wanted to have your basketball mind utilized. Do you feel like the coaching staff allows you to do that?
Communication is unbelievable. Like, he allows me to just be free, be who I am. And like I said previously, that's not just scoring, but just me reading defenses, seeing a different game, and putting Y and PG in better positions, or the pick and roll, Zook getting easy layups or DT getting easy layups. So, it's everything that I thought it would be. Just it's taking a little time, but as far as me playing and the chemistry on the court, because we don't really practice, but it's getting where it needs to be.
Just that chemistry that you're talking about working with Zook, like when did that process start between the two of you?
A few weeks ago, probably. It's every shoot around, or for the most part, every shoot around. Him, and now DT is in there too, because now I'm in that second unit, so DT is getting reps in. So I've had Bones, also, and then I call him Richie Rich. Boston was working with me today too. So we working. We don't really practice a lot, so the extra reps that we can get, it pays dividends in games. And tonight was a was a big reason for that.
You said you're being more comfortable as your time with this team has gone along. We talked about the Nets team that you was on a lot when you got here. You played 17 games now with Kawhi and Paul. You only played 16 with Kyrie and KD that whole time you was in Brooklyn. Like, how do you feel like all these games that you played with those two guys is going to impact how you guys get to the spring?
I think since we were so far behind, in a sense, we didn't have a training camp, or you look at teams like Boston, whose core been together for a minute, Milwaukee, even the Lakers, you know what I mean, just name a few, whose core has been together for a few years, you know what I mean, so they already have the advantage of chemistry, being together, being in close games and postseasons and things like that. So I think the more amount of games we can play, alongside each other, it's beneficial for us. So yeah, and then even like tonight was difficult, and then tomorrow's going to be more difficult. We got a fast-paced Sacramento coming. This just shows a testament to how good we can be, and so we come out with the right mindset and we get a win and just continue to build. You know what I mean? We got a long season for it, and like I said, this last few games we've been trending in the right direction. So it's definitely a good feeling.
Thanks, James.
Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it, y'all.
All right.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Let's get ready for Hoop Jab.